Okay, I'm trying something new. As you can see, I'm filming with him, with my camera. You can see myself with the cam over here, and I want it to explain like this. Now you can see it on like screen, for me too. This is gonna be way easier to explain everything because if I'm gonna do it like this, like show you guys like this on my cam, it's not gonna work. I thought I had my cat, but like this is gonna work way better. So I'm gonna kind of, I'll do it like this. Okay. So as you can see. Let's see a pen. This is a normal candle. You don't have those like on everywhere. This is when the market is going good, like opened over here and closed above here. So this would be a green candle. What you have over here, the candle with those little stripes at the end, as you can see here, like a little close up. That's what you call a wax. That means price action is it opened over here. If this was a green candle, it was once down here and was in the red, and then all the way up here again in the green, but then a little bit down, but still in the green. I can show you like right now what that means. I'm gonna be drawing with one hand though, so I hope you can like. I'm gonna put my thing away. Let's show. It's probably gonna be an interesting way to film a video, but I don't really have another way. So as you can see over here, I have like explain the candles. So over here you have normal candles I just explained. This is the candle wax. As you can see, this is a red candle, means it went down. And this is like the wax of it. But it meant that it's once the candle was all the way up here. So all the way up here. It opened over here. So this is the open. And this is the close. So this is the open of the candle. It's open over here. And this is the close. So this is a 1 minute candle. It would have, after 1 minute, it would have been up here. But eventually went down here. This is what the wax meant. Same thing as a green candle. It opened over here. And it closed over here. So eventually, there was a time it was in the red all the way up here, as you can see. And you have these two, the green one and the red one. These are called doji. That means, um, like it's not going up or down. So it went down here in red and went all the way up here in green. Green. It opened over here, but it closed up here. So that means it was just as many people buying as selling. So this means, just literally, how does that work? This means 50-50. And sometimes you cannot even see if it's a green one or a red one. Sometimes you just only see this. It's just only a candle with a little stripe in the middle. There's nothing more you can see. How can I explain this? I don't think. Hmm. This candle. So how am I going to explain this even better to you guys? So this is like the first one. Let's tell you guys about if it's like an uptrend or a downtrend. That's so something like this. Uptrend is like I think you know what fucking uptrend and downtrend is, but still, if you don't know, no problem. I'm not gonna say you're bad or something, but this is what uptrend is. Uptrend means you get it goes up. So you have all of these candles, and it goes up, and you have candles like going down. So it's kind of like this. Oh, let's draw a little bit better. Essentially, you have like one candle down. So you have something like this. So as you can see, this is the zoomed in version. And a lot of those candles are not like fully like this, they're like this. And sometimes like when it's big candles, there's a lot of times it does not have those movements. Just to be sure, like show you guys, this is green, this is red. So you know guys what I mean? This is the like no color in it. It's the green candle, and this is colored in. So these two are the red candle. And this is especially how it goes in, like how it just works. Um, I was trying to show you, but I don't think that's even possible because you can, you guys are watching by this thing over there. So I cannot show you the chart at the moment, not yet, maybe later. But it's like you have an uptrend and a downtrend. If this is like maybe one candle's an hour long, so you have like now this one candle kind of is, if you see this, an M1 means 1 minute or month. And it's like way you can see this 1 minute, 1 minute. But let's say this is 1 minute candle. It means in 60 seconds this candle is formed. But it could also be it's the same candle, just as long and just as green as the other one. But this candle is a 4 hour candle. So in 4 hours, this candle was made. In those 4 hours, a lot of 1 minute candles are made. So these are all 1 minute candles. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 minutes of candles. And one candle, it's like if you have 10 minutes, 10-minute candle, then this is a 10-minute candle. So what happens over here is shown in one candle too. Like if you go up first and this downtrend did not stop at the equilibrium, I can tell you later what the equilibrium means, but did not stop at the middle point of it and went up, like it just went down, further down, as you can see over here, just went further down. So it means this 10-minute candle probably will look like this. Like this. So instead of a green candle, because it went up all the time. So in the beginning it went up. Then you can see over here this candle. It opened here, it went up, over here it went up, and eventually it went down over here. And that made it a red candle. So you can see this is where it went, but eventually after the 10 minutes, it did not go up over here, but it went further down the strand. It's going to be a red candle. So this is going to be a 10-minute red candle. You have for everything like candle. You have 1 minute, 5 minutes, especially. I don't know if you have a 10 minute or if you need to pay for the 10-minute candle, but most of the times you have a 1 minute, 1M, let's go down, 1M, 5M, 15M, 1M, and over 1 hour, and 4 hour. You also have weekly, monthly, and yearly. So this is just what I use. Not really these two though, these three, but most of the times this one, and maybe you also have a daily. So you have a 1 minute candle, a 5 minute candle, 15-minute candle, 1 hour candle, 4 hour candle, daily candle, weekly candle, monthly candle, and yearly candle. So that means this candle could, if there's no like this is just no 4 hour. It could also be like a 1 year candle if you have it on 1 year. So candles can be really interesting if you don't know how it works. So you like charts look different too, because in a 1 hour candle, like let's say this is yeah, I can do 10 minute candle. 10 minute candle. This happens if I like place another candle. Okay, now it's a 10 minute because these are 10 things, and this is a and this is on a 1 minute time frame. So this is a 10 candles, and this means 10 candles, 10 minutes on a 1 minute time frame means 1 minute of 10 minutes candle. So in one of those candles, on one 10 minute candle, this happens. So that's kind of like oh, really weird. But in like a yearly candle over here, this yearly candle, why is not this yearly candle means there are 356 candles of the daily candle. The daily candle, there's like I don't know if you have even a 24 hours is daily candle, but you have like a lot of hours of the 4 hours, and especially a lot of 1 minute. So it's like that how it goes. Let's explain something. Um, I explained downtrend. Let's go explain the uptrend and downtrend. So you have uptrend, just like I told you a couple seconds ago. But you also have a don't judge my fucking handwriting. This is what I told you like on the next page. I showed you guys. This is uptrend called uptrend. It goes up. You have those little things. This goes down, just like I told you on the 10 minute, 1 minute with 10 candles. And you have that also on the downtrend. So a yearly candle mostly is like uptrend, downtrend. So this could be a yearly time frame. If you watch this like and just put in a box, this could be a yearly time frame. I hope not, because it means your economy is going down, but it could be a yearly time frame. Let's see what I can tell you even more about candles. You can read your candles. Let's say, how can I? It's a lot of. Okay, I told you guys red, green, wax, all after like 10 minutes, like 10 to 1 year candle. I told you the uptrend, downtrend. I can tell you, yes, okay. I'm gonna tell you these two things. Let's draw them. So as you can show, this is kind of like I'm gonna talk about this. This is like an order block, break a structure, and buying power out of it. But that's not what I talk about. This what I'm talking about, like buying power. Shows you what channels mean with buying power. As you can see, we're already in the downtrend, went up into this. Let's say it was one candle up here that made a big structure of like and with high liquidity. Means this part. like the highest point what a candle made, and maybe like an hour ago, 10 minutes ago. That's kind of getting hit, and that's a reaction out of it. You see over here, it goes down, makes a break of structure, little resistance, little goes up. Most of the time that happens after a break of structure. And then afterwards, if you can see buying power out of it, and this is what buying power means one big candle without any wax on both sides. So this one red candle, one big red candle, without any wax on the underneath or above, showing it was just fully being sold. So everybody at that moment sold everything, not everything, but sold a lot. And the next candle can also be the same. And sometimes what happens with a candle, mm, I'm just going to tell you guys what it is, but I'm going to explain it later, is a very gap. So that's, nah, I'm not going to tell you guys, that's for later. Otherwise it's getting way too complicated for you guys. So this means buying power. It means one candle like this means a lot of people sell. Most likely what happens, the next candle is going to go down too. This shows you guys a lot of people sold at this moment. They could be buying news, or it could be an order block break of structure, of liquidity sweep, order block break structure, and buying power out of it. This is kind of like an entire strategy on its own. You have this on like this is on the downside, but you can also have this on the upside. This is like the downside, but you could also have this like on the upside. Why the fuck is not working? This will also have this on the upside. So that means the candle went down, no, candles like went up, down again into the old candle like order block, and then broke structure, went up again. Just what this happens. Oh wait, I can show that this. Then just think about this is otherwise like how you say this other side. So not like this going up, but it should like going to do this. But this is like just explanation real really fast. So it would have gone up, down into like the order block, and then break the structure of this over here, and then bind power out of it, showing you it wants to go. This is really important to understand for in the market what buying power means. Um, because without buying power, you can make a lot of mistakes. And what I mean by that is, if you don't know how to read the candle perfectly, you can make a couple mistakes because you can backtest what you want, but the candle is kind of like appear. Like if you do 1 minute candle backtesting, it's just this candle, appears all of a sudden. No 1 minute waiting, it's just one snap in your fingers and the candle is there. But in reality, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's like in this position, you sold over here. Because that would be a smart way to do. Sell over here. If you can see this one made a candle down and it went up a little bit or something into this order lock again, just test it again. You are, in red. And that's if you don't have your mind, you know, um, on focus and not scared to lose money, knowing you did the strategy as well as just follow everything you need to do to follow. Then everything is correct. But if you see those numbers going up, down, the candle like this one shakes up, down, into red, into green, into red, into green. It can mess up your red really, really big. And what I use sometimes to know if something like break a structure like buying power out of it works, if I can see if there's buying power out of it, I watch this candle. Let me mark out. Why is it not working, bro? As you can see, it's not really straight, but this was the low of this candle, the lowest this candle has been. So over here, there's not really been anything. Just went up all the way down and up and hit this position. Then went down into the order block from plus 20. Yeah. Okay, and this is broken big structure. This candle is hinting a lot. So that means I can explain this without like a computer because a computer can use a lot. Maybe on this page. Okay. I kind of need to believe my words then. How am I gonna show this to you guys? Oh, we're filming already like 19 minutes long. Um, let me think. Let me think. Like, hope you have a good vision in your mind of how it works. You can see these wax. That means the candle, the green candle, once was upon here. And that could happen. And if it like stops out of here, that the big structure and the candle closes above here, showing you at that moment a lot of people are buying. I should wait. Maybe once just take out this high and then once go down. But if you see what I do on my on my trade locker account, something like this forming. So you begin with this can over here, and the time is not over yet. The 1 minute timer is not over yet, and it begins like this, and it goes up a little bit and down, and in the middle again, and then it goes down a little bit and up. But eventually it closes like this. So it basically it has been up here, but it did not go up again. So there was no wax candle underneath. It closed probably on the wax or a little bit even under the wax. That means at the last second, a lot of people sold. So it shows you this is the buying power. So this is when you know, okay, there was no thinking. It was not like kind of like this, but it was like at the last moment, a lot of people did sell. And then most likely, this is the candle that happens afterwards. And I'm not talking about the strategy yet, but don't trade or don't use a bigger structure when it's happened by a big candle. Because if this candle was not like this, but was like big as this one, and it immediately like ended up here, somewhere here, don't trade it because it's most likely gonna go up again. Use that fair value gap or something else as and the fair gap needs to be respected as a confidence that you show, okay, they respected it, it made big structure, goes down again, then I'm gonna sell. Um, I hope I did everything I can do about candles because I talked about normal candles, about how much the money in there that's in there, buying power, doji, normal, wax, uptrend, downtrend. I don't think I can talk more about candles. It's just most likely it's just experience. Maybe I can show you guys on the computer. Screen is freezing a little bit. It doesn't matter. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. As you can see, I'm back at the charts again, so I'm not filming anything anymore. Let's see if we can find like a something that looks like it. I hope you can see something right now that you think, hey, I just learned that, I just understand. This is what I call a doji. Or let's delete this one. Yes, okay. So what's right? Sometimes you have, this is like the colors of my candle. Normally it's red and green. I changed it, I changed the background, I changed the colors because this is way better for my eyes than those white backgrounds, those ugly red and green candles. Um, but then this happens. I kind of like that I can still see what kind of candle it is. Because as you can see, this is a red candle, but for me, blue candle. You can see there's like white lines around it. So the wax is white, and the lines around the candle are white too. On the white candle, the wax is white because need to see what where it went and what it was, where it goes. But the side you cannot see, so it's not blue like this, but it's also white. Notice blue. I mean blue. It's not white as the this candle, but it's blue. So yeah, that's kind of how do I say that? But as you can see over here, this candle over here is blue. This that means it's a white candle because you can only see the outside of this candle. So here's white and here's blue. You cannot really see it because my background is black. But this is how you can see and spot if it's a white candle or a black candle for doji. most of the times you don't really need the doji for something because you're not gonna use that thing as an order block. Let's say it like that. But it means this candle I'm showing you right now. Once, let's do the same diameter as this one. Okay, looks like I cannot really make the same. But this candle opened here and once was all the way up here, like this white candle after here. You can see it was down here in the black, in the blue, and then all the way up here again. Same thing happened over here. So it's, after that candle, it went all the way up here, but then at the end, went all the way down here at this point, and it closed there. Let me see if I can find a way of break of structure. I did on NASDAQ. Did lose a trade because I kind of stupid. Made a not stupid, but I made a stupid decision. Because I did see it S&T, the Vergy, but I don't know why I forgot about it. I think it was this one. Yes, it was this one. This is a really good show you. So you can see over here, it's kind of rounding around, showing you it's lacking the buying power. So it's kind of like a it's like a tree, but a tree is on the top too heavy, and it's gonna bow down a little bit. Eventually, it's gonna snap. It's gonna break, and then it's gonna fall down. That's kind of what I happened here. As you can see, there's a big lines went up here, but eventually again down here, and you got a blue candle out of it, and again. This is order block because this made liquidity sweep. This one, the last candle of the different color, it's order block. This order block went in here and up here, and the small candles out of it doesn't really matter. The order block still, is still order block. Unless it's like this candle comes out of it, then it's not order block anymore. But as you can see over here, this is the lowest candle. The black candle was blue candle was here and white candle over here. Lowest part. This candle formed, then this candle. And in the time this candle was made, in the 1 minute, went all the way up here, and it closed, and it went all the way up here, and it closed eventually up there. So that means break of structure. And this is why I told you guys don't trade when it's a big candle. I just didn't really think about this one yet, of at the moment, right? Um, eventually, sometimes it happens. It's like a green candle, or for me, a white candle formed after the break structure. Um, and that's it's not the worst thing because eventually it was one down here, took good out of profit, but then it went all downhill. It got a little bit hope of here, went down here, and then it just went down here. And this is what you mean by buying power out of it. You can see it went all the way down here, then close up here, almost no wax up here, and the same thing as this one got a little bit of wax up here, and then it's some wax. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of wax, but it showed me like, okay, I'm done for. My stop loss was on this one over here, and I understand like, okay, now I'm done. I made the wrong choice, and this is what happens. Big candle. A lot of people, bought at the moment, and I do understand why. That's my mistake. And when you see something like this, like it's just going next to each other for a really long time, make it show that. Nah, that's not really like this. Just really, it's just in one line. So if I make like a box, it just fits in the box because it's just not going anywhere. This is what you mean call consolidation. Spawn in the backrooms again, bro. Like I don't know why it does that to me. It spawns me all the way back down there or something. So this means, yeah, I did even, okay, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna delete it on that. It didn't want to go anywhere, and Most of the times you can see what when it's consolidating, but all of those lines and the little candles being formed back to back. So as you can see here, back to back, all those little candles. That means it's just really just fighting. It's just the amount of people are selling or as buying, and it's not really going anywhere at the moment. And this can, you know, sometimes take a long time that wants to go somewhere. So this is the last candle, and this is the last candle that decided that it wants to go up. This took 1 hour and 1 minute to finally think, okay, I'm going that way. This costed 1 hour, 1 minute. And this is kind of interesting to see over here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can see this. Here after 1 minute, yeah, okay, they did draw it good. You have the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, just only for me to mark out. The market opens and it's like New York, Asian, there's Asian, London, and New York session. And you have the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. Let's go to the 1 hour because so I thought so just showed in the last a couple seconds ago like what this like 1 hour and so many minutes. Go to 1 hour, I did like this. Everything I just showed you is in one of these candles. Just in one of these candles, and this like consolidating in days. No, not days, but in big hours. Let's show in 11 hours. That's almost like yeah, not really a day, but as you can see, it made a sweep, hit this liquidity reaction out of it. But I don't know if we can show this like behind the selling power. Big candles, especially over here. Why? It swept this one over here. And it did not really have to go anywhere. It did not have a place to go like a liquidity or something. This was less liquidity, grabbed it by this big candle, and then a lot of people sold at the moment. And down, went down, went down. Then eventually went into this fair gap or a block. I don't know what's underneath here by this Rex candle. And then went up again. And the strange part by these wax candles, I'm gonna mark out this candle. So this candle up here, marked it up by a white line. Let's just make it like a different line, green, so I can know. This is just one candle on the 1 hour. Let me show you how it looks like on the 1 minute. This is the 1 minute. See what I mean? So all of these over here is kind of like the 1 hour candle. Looks weird. As you can see, it went down and went up a little bit. As you can see, on the 1 minute, it again first went down after the candle went down, but then eventually it went up again. And then that's why okay, it became a doji. That this all happened in 1 hour. You have 5 minutes, so that means every candle is a 5 minute candle. And sorry for everything wrong I have on here, just from yesterday's trade. On the 5 minutes, things like this become really big, because in the 1 minute it's just like multiple candles above each other. On the 5 minute, it's just one big candle. 15 minutes, same thing. 20 minutes and it'll be the U set. 1 hour, just as I showed you guys. 4 hour, you have daily. This is one. Every candle is one candle, like 24 hours. And you have weekly. Why is it there? It's a long time ago. Every candle like this is a weekly candle. And then you have also 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. 12 months is 1 year. So this is what it looks like if one candle's a year. Why is this still here? Those are like old things, bro. Don't look at those things. Damn, that's like a couple weeks ago that place there. I kind of lost it, and yeah. So this is like 12 months. As you can see, this lab, I don't know, this is 23, 2020, 2020. Oh, okay, right? 23, 24, 25, 26. Damn. 2022 was kind of a bad year, looks like. So yeah, now you guys know what those candles are. Maybe I'm gonna try to explain them a little bit better or something I forgot. I don't really know. I thought of something, but I don't know if it's like smart to tell you guys. Yeah, first of all, I forgot what I was trying to tell. Um, yeah, I don't think I have anything more to tell you guys. This video is 35 minutes long, so you have time to watch this video. So let's see on this thing I crawl. And I can show you guys the uptrend and downtrend. I can go on a 4 hour like that. Yeah, this seems like an uptrend, downtrend. Okay, I mean, this is a question. What is this? What's happening over here? Is this an uptrend or a downtrend? This is, I hope you guys know what the fuck this is. This is the downtrend. How do you know it's a downtrend? A lot of times, like somewhere over here or something. Let's show you guys. You can find it when it's a downtrend when it touched the equilibrium. So let's say this touched equilibrium, went further down. Then you use this candle, this candle. Oh no, it's not really perfect thing. I do know that it's a lot of over here, but it's like there's a lot of problems over there. But most of the times it sweeps a little low, then it goes up, and it has a lot of times to do something with equilibrium or an S&T. And S&T, I'm not gonna explain that right now. Um, and the fun part is every candle over here is a 4 hour candle, so that means a lot of candles were in that 4 hour candle. So this is like on an uptrend on the 4 hour. But in those 4 hour candle can be separate uptrends. So if this is like, let's show you how much is this. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and 2 minutes. 2 minutes don't care. And in those 4 hours, this happens. See, in the 4 hours, it's also uptrend. And something really important, how higher the time frame, how more power it has. So let's say it was, it was in the downtrend on the 4 hour. So let's say you're over here. No, I don't know. Let's see if I can put good position. Yeah, I think this one can be shown. Let's see. You're in downtrend. You can see it on 4 hour and definitely in 1 minute if you zoom out. You're not gonna think let's buy because it's like it's on a downtrend. Keep that in mind. And of course, you could buy on this channel like this because then there is like little uptrends. Because as I can show you, this is a downtrend and uptrend, and you have those little legs up. As you can see over here, little legs up, and it does like little uptrends and downtrends in the 4 hour. But most of the times in the 4 hour, eventually it's gonna follow. It's gonna go further down. So if you like constantly, I'm gonna buy, even though the 4 hour is on the downtrend, that's not gonna work. Um, and this way you can form your bias. I'm gonna tell that later. And this is everything, like these things, the fair gaps, like those things. But I think I'm gonna end this video because I think I told you guys like almost everything I could tell you guys about candles. And if I have something like I need to do it again, of like show you better, I can do that. So This is gonna be the candles.